Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So today we're going over to Norfolk based Duration Brewing, based near Kings Lynn, and their first beer is a collaboration between Two Flints and Duration themselves, and it's called Antiplano, if that's how you pronounce it. It's actually on at the tap room. I have done a quick beer review of it, which will come sometime on the channel. Pale ale, 4.8%, and it does have some writing on the back, so let's read that writing after I've poured it out first, mind. So yeah, I went there last Saturday, once open on the Sunday, so thank God I went on the Saturday. Oh, smells lovely. Oh, look at the colour on that. Even in this light, it's got a good colour. It says on the back, in this pale ale with Two Flints, nectar on hops burst with bold pineapple and nectarine. Simcoe and Mosaic had herbal citrus notes and subtle dankness. We added quinoa for light nuttiness and the pillowy soft texture. Artwork inspired by the textiles woven and worn for centuries by the farmers who cultivate this ancient grain on that high altitude Andean plateau, Antiplano. So then it says pineapple, nectarine, soft. They're the three things. 4.8%. Duration is a progressive farmhouse brewery in Norfolk, making beers that belong. Wild ales and fresh beers brewed from nature with purpose. Brewed and canned by Duration at Abbey Farm, River Road, West Acre, Norfolk. PE32, Peterborough postcode. 1UA. Imported into the UE. Not reading that rubbish. And then it's got all the ingredients on the back. Yeah. So yeah, there's the artwork. And it is nice artwork, to be fair. Cracking tap room. I will do a tap room review at some stage. Go over what I saw in the tap room before I forget anyway. Which I won't do quickly, but I will at some stage. So, there we go. Look at that. Looks good. Hope to see these guys in Nottingham. They'd be great at the Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. It's only 2 hours away from Norfolk. But 2 hours and 20 minutes. Depends how fast you drive. And depends if you get stuck behind blooming tractors. But there you go. If you go, make sure you use their Wi-Fi, because you won't get no phone signal. Got there and it's like, oh no phone signal. Cracking bloke serving that day, but again, I'll say all that in the tap room review. So, lovely yellowy orange colour there, even in this light in the beer room. One of these days I'll get that and the other side glued up. I'll get some glue from work and glue them up. It's doing my nutting as well. Ooh, hoppy, soft. Certainly getting that pineapple bouncing through. Bought every can they'd got a load of beers in bottles. I only bought one in the bottles. A barrel aged stout, as you probably knew I would. I was looking at the wild sour rather, and I wish I'd have got that as well, but I was trying to be liberal with money spending. Didn't want to spend all my money on the first day, as it were. And yeah, I wish I had done that, but there you go. So yeah, interesting range of beers, predominantly pale ales. And I understand why pale ales sell, you know, it is what it is. Lagers, dark lager, standard lager. But yeah, A lot of that I'll talk about in future reviews after I've done the tap room review, which I'll be doing this week sometime. Like I say, smooth, soft, hoppy. Certainly getting the pineapple, getting a touch of orangey next to it, I suppose. Was that peach? Oh. So I've come away from a weekend with 8 of their beers in total. So, you know, quite the we're going to have quite the amount of Duration Brewing reviews on the channel. Should last me up to my birthday in June. I know that supermarkets are doing a range reviews soon. All of them are. So there'll be some different beers in supermarkets. Hopefully interesting beers, and not all wishy-washy rubbish. You know, we can but hope. But it's tasted nice. You know, it's hitting the spot. It's got some pokey goodness in there. Good flavour. Like I say, can't remember having a Duration beer before, and I'm sure I got loads of beers from low cost beer at one stage over the years. Seem to have whittled away these days. Seem to be just selling sunglasses and stuff. They even shut the shop, so that don't bode well. I know they're doing their tours around the world, beer tours, so I suppose they earn money off that. You know, sad. Unless they're shutting the shop because, you know, owning the shop and paying all that rent out just won't worth it, and I get that. And it does seem to be the trend where most things are moving online now, and the shop fronts of the world are dying. Like I say, cracking tap room to go and visit if you're down that neck of the woods. Make sure you've got a good phone and sign into their Wi-Fi. Certainly to get back out of there, enjoying the way, whichever way you're going back home. Didn't want to open on Sundays, so there's something to note. But yeah, cracking chap there. Yeah, cracking little tap room, can't fault it, especially in the summer months. I can imagine that where it is, it's not upsetting anybody. It's in a lovely village. I'd assume that the villagers come in, and for me, you know, it's just a great place to visit. You know, for the people who live in that village, if they like a bit of different beers, I mean, not only have you got the beers on draft, but you've got the beers in the fridge that aren't on draft, so there's a good range. Every beer that was on draft was also in can that day I went, so I was hoping to get beers that were not on draft, not in can, so I could review them on draft, but sadly that wasn't the thing. I suppose at different times of the year that may be a different thing. You have, however, got all the bottled stuff, which is a bit more expensive than the canned, but it's more of a, you know, for the connoisseur who likes a wild beer, a big stout, a big cherry sour. You know, those beers are there. A good range of beers as well, to be fair, all on the website. Get you to sign up for your 10% and yeah, enjoy that as well. But anyway, on with the beer. old in its flavour. Like I say, would like to see these guys come to Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. I will be tagging Nottingham Craft Beer Festival into the thing. I go away all around the country. When I see a brewery that I think should be at our local craft beer festival, I'll tag them in. I mean, if anything happens, then great, you know. But then at the local craft beer festival, there are lots of breweries that would be good for Duration Brewing to talk to and maybe do collabs with, and get their beer to Nottingham and get the other beers over to Norfolk, you know, and in and around Norfolk. Local breweries that come to mind, you know, for me would be Bang the Elephant out of Langley Mill, Derbyshire, Crouch Brew Co from Belper, Derbyshire, and certainly Alter Ego from Alfreton, again Derbyshire. Three breweries that come to mind that deliver craft beers and varied craft beers as well, you know, very interesting collabs, with to me a similar sort of ethos from what I can see. Ooh. So it's in the spot well, that is. It's nice to drink it at home. It's alright having halves or thirds in a pub, but at home, you know, I can do a proper review. 40 seconds in a pub don't do it justice. There's the beer. Would I drink this again? Hell yes. For me, a very nice pale ale. Would you call it pale ale? Yeah. Antiplano from Two Flints. I've never heard of Two Flints, so and at some stage I'll have to look them up. This was newly released last Friday. It's now Monday, you know, St. Patrick's Day, so it was only released on the Friday. So I got it the day after it was released, so well in there. And it's tasting really well. Good 4.4 out of 5 for me. And great to have a Duration Brewing, I remember at least, in my shed for review. Thank you for watching. See you soon.